hope you can hear me. Will be live on YouTube as well on Twitter in a few minutes. Hello and good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are on this planet. Welcome to our live stream here, TTW-TradeFinder with Bookmap. I'm happy to be with you for the next 60 minutes today because I'm very busy, and I want to take the opportunity to first of all to introduce TradeFinder 3.6 in live trading and maybe answer your questions. Oh, sound is good. Thank you, Phil. And you should, yes, if you have questions, so let's discuss. First of all, what do we have? What can we expect today? You read the, how to say, the news, and we have some turbulences in the UK. And that means the market is quite, we'll start with a high volatility. And yesterday we have a very nice discussion on Discord here with some colleagues here on Discord about the volatility. Even although the market is below the volatility trigger. So if you are watching Spot Gamma, you know the market is trading below the volatility trigger. That means the volatility should be, or is most likely to be, higher than above the volatility trigger and above zero gamma. So, but anyway, we have to watch the book. So, we have two parties which are engaged in the market, and these are the retail traders, and these are the algos, the institutional traders. And when the institutional traders, as I call them, other time frame participants, OTPs, are in the market, then we will see high volume traded in the book, and that means we will see a high speed. That's the result of low liquidity in the book but high market volume. And that means that simply what I'm talking about is watch the liquidity tracker of TTW-TradeFinder, please. You will learn a lot about the markets. Candles are not the markets, they represent the past, as I'm always saying. But you can learn and see and understand the market better when you use TradeFinder and our tools here. And be with us in the German room with Bernie and Philip, and here with me in the international room to see, yes, to trade with us and answer this, and of course discuss everything you want to need or you want to be clarified with us here. So I'm 1 hour 60 minutes until 10:30 here around. I will leave my screen on because we are very busy. I must say the whole team is very busy with TradeFinder 3.6, adding configuration files, discussing of course with you, but as well finishing our wiki, adding to the Wikipedia or our knowledge base on ttwtrader.com. Have a look there. It's extremely well and good documented so far, but it still has some open things to which must be done and what must be written. So stay tuned, be patient. We will describe everything in everything which is in. I see the market coming down now. Market will open in 45 minutes. We will try to describe every questions you have maybe and help you to understand TradeFinder better and as well the market, because TradeFinder is solely based on the market, on the data, market data. It's nothing, it does not interpret anything here, and especially it is real time. We are not talking hindsight, we are not talking about what happened and what might happen. We're not speculating here. We just let the TradeFinder analyze the data, flow the data stream and the data which are coming in this case from Rithmic, but we have as well added TradeFinder for cryptos and for stocks as well. So we try to understand what the market is doing, what the market will do, and then taking action here. See if we have very, very great guys here, and not great guys, but really skilled guys and colleagues here in the Discord room. Okay, great. So let's see what's in for us today here. Market opened. I don't have the open. Maybe someone can post. I have a lot of charts here, but I don't know at the moment what the open is here. And anyway, doesn't matter. Let's see. And by the way, I'm always talking about to be relaxed and stay relaxed. Don't rush. There's no need to rush into the markets, to take every tick of the market, even if it's really hard to resist. But wait until you get an opportunity. That's my message, and I'm not tired. Really, guys, I'm not tired. I'm not tired to tell that everyone, every time, and try to tell, don't overcrowd your chart with I don't know, indicators, whatever you have, flags. Keep it simple as possible, because the bottleneck of us humans is our brain. Think about that. Okay, let's go and see what happens. I have had some delays. You see that I have still delays here on my charts as well on the dxFeed. This is simply because we have, as you can see, and let's maybe pick up the discussion from yesterday. You see the liquidity at the moment for yes is 60, roughly 60. That's only an average. That's only an average to give us guidance, to understand why your price ladder is jumping up and down, jumping up and down. And if you are in the trade here and you wonder why your stop was hit, that is most likely to happen because it is so fast. You know, you will have slippage. You won't be hit at the stop you wanted, or you won't get the target you wanted. So that's simply because we have a high volume traded. You see the volume on my chart here is a 5,000 in average, 3, 4, 5,000, and the average liquidity is only 60, 70. If you want to understand the whole mechanic, go back to CME.com. CME.com has I think a good Wikipedia knowledge base about order stops, about matching algos, and so on and so on. Please go back to CME. It's really worthwhile reading their knowledge base. That's what I want to say, can say. So it's not our invention. That's nothing. We simply pick up the mechanics, the market mechanics, and then we are just coding that for us to have it visual on the chart, because this is really something unusual you will not see everywhere in the market. So as you see, we have a very, very hard and a strong and rough opening here. You see Bookmap is, yes, aggregate is doing slower here because we have high volume and low liquidity. That's the result of the processing this data. So I have, by the way, I'm not a reference here for you. It might run smoother on your PC or laptop, because I have at least, I think, 20 charts open, and TradeFinder everywhere. I have several other add-ons which I'm watching, and that might lead to some laggings here on my side. It must not be your side, but it's maybe most probably my side here. So you might have better performance here. By the way, I'm streaming as well, so that costs power as well and bandwidth. So just don't be surprised if I have some, let me say, some gaps here within the data. Hey Paki, happy to see you as well. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being with TTW Trader today. Great to have you here around and to talk a little bit. So that's only my first 1 hour on the day where I'm a little bit where I'm relaxed before starting our normal business, because 3.6 is throwing a lot of interest in the market, and that's good, that's fantastic. But on the other side, it's really demanding. So what I just wanted to point you to is the price dynamics plot. Price dynamics plot is a visual presentation of the price dynamics, which is based on Bookmap here on the dots, and you see it's dark red. It's how to say, it's blending. It's not virtual, but it is variable. It's variable, and that means you see the colors: dark red, bright red, dark red, bigger and smaller. It's contracting, expanding, and that means this is simply the strength of the market volume here. It's all the time being red. It was, yes, it's red here. You see that? A little bit of relief here. It's green, and green means buyers. Red means sellers. Red means sellers. Red means sellers. A little bit buyers here. So price dynamics plot can be of a big help for traders who understand what's behind. See our wiki, by the way. We will add some additional examples about the price dynamic plot on the wiki as well. It makes sense to refer to our knowledge base, because yes, we will describe everything here, there, everything what we know there on our knowledge base. So please go back and read it. Now the interesting point is that we have some institutional levels. The gap was closed here. I missed that. The gap was closed here at 3707, I think 3706, 3707. That was the gap. Let me add the price alert. It's quite interesting. They closed it. You know, you can, maybe you remember yesterday, I think it was yesterday or day before, I'm not sure, but when you go back and when you are part of our Discord room, and if you're taking this institutional level seriously, and if you're reading as well my comments, yes, comments and info on Discord here, please do so. I'm taking my time to prepare myself, and I'm sharing my ideas with you. And that's really substantial. The ideas and the comments are substantial. So I think it was yesterday or one day before, I am not sure, but when the market started to gap up, I think 50, 60 points or whatever, and then the gap was, I think 60 points below, not sure anymore. But the market went for the gap, for the settle. Gap is the settlement, so go back to CME and see the settlements and high, lows, and close and settlement for the day. It's everything described and everything on the page. I'm putting this information because it's important. Because it's important to keep these levels in mind. Keep these levels in mind. When you have them in mind, then you might be alerted when the price is coming down or dropping or pulling back for 50, 60 points. And it's sometimes unbelievable because the market started gap up 60 points, 70 points, and then the ES is dropping back or pulling back 70 points just to close the gap and trade around the gap then. At the moment, we don't have anything special on my chart. What I see, we have liquidity at 36.90, 36.91. We have the gap at 07 and nice liquidity as well at 37.10. Let's see how this evolves and what the market is doing. However, the overall trend is down. The overall trend is down. I would like to, if the market breaks about 10, then have a look at 3760, which is the volatility trigger as well at spot gamma. If you are watching spot gamma, I don't know, but anyway, I would like to give this level a certain credit, 3760, but first we have 3690, and the low, I think it was 3676 as well, and institution level, but as well and yesterday low here. So I'm simply waiting for some indications on chart. So I don't see anything here. So I'm, hi Kevson Trader, good morning, great to have you here. I'm simply keeping my hands, keeping my hands in my pocket and leaving my mouse on the right side. So I'm doing nothing here. Just observing. It's a little bit boring. Maybe we should, next week I'm not around here. I can't be around, and that's important, but the week after I will restart with the webinars and with the live trading or international live trading. And what happens here is simply, yeah, it's always the same. I'm simply too slow here. I was long. I try to catch this level here at 93. You see what happens. It's simply off. It was a trade, ladies and gentlemen, for myself. I wanted to buy 93. I clicked in, but the market was extreme fast. So no chance to catch it for 6-7 points just to have some bait on my side. Paki is asking, Walter, I still have not used before spot gamma, just institution levels. Do you find them useful? I don't know. You have to. We have all. We have sometimes a discussion in the room about spot gamma and Hyro, and because I'm with Brent, it's hard for me to answer, but I think for daily trading, I would say it's it's questionable. So you have to answer this question yourself if it's useful for you. If you are option trader and you trade stocks, and then I would recommend to have a look at a Hyro function, which is I think it's a separate subscription with spot gamma. By the way, Paki and others here in the room, the gamma levels are nothing exclusively which is done by spot gamma. There are several options to get spot gamma levels. There are other providers like Tier 1, I think it is, and maybe as well others who are providing the gamma levels. And by the way, if you are a little bit, if you are familiar with coding, especially Python, then you can do that yourself. So just to say that the institution level has the gamma levels as well, because the institutions and the algos are trading around this gammas, gammas as well, could trade around these levels as well. Sometimes they are working, sometimes they don't work. So you must decide if you find it useful or not. I'm just not, Give it a try if you want. The institution levels are for free, and they contain, I think for myself, and I'm lucky that I have some friends and some friends which are sharing these levels from with me. I'm not allowed to market or to sell or whatever, so I'm not doing that. Just sharing it, and you are free to use them or not. That's up to you. Would you have levels next week? Yes, most probably I will post them. You see, we have had, based on the TradeFinder, 2 very nice trades. So that was a very fast one. I didn't I didn't get this 93 here. That was obvious to me because we have had a liquidity here as well, and volume stop, some nice volume stop here as well. You see, by the way, the imbalance line here of the TradeFinder, imbalance line, which is pointing, which is above the 0 line. That means the imbalance is on the ask side. So the market is most likely to trade to the upside, or to trade higher. So they are lifting the offer. And so we should as well look to the upside. The next one was here, but I was stalking, missed the opportunity. That's really a bit that bugs me a little bit. Yeah, I must admit. So I'm human as well. Missing this very nice opportunity at 93 here. It's like playing PlayStation, you must be fast. That's a critical level as well here, the 37.11. 37.11. Let me have a look here. What is it? 37.11, 37.14. Yeah, 37.11, 37.14. If they break above what's most likely, then the market will most likely trade higher into the 24 and 35 area. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, maybe you have noticed that we have added a Ninja Trader add-on or Ninja Trader indicator for the institutional level. So if you're a Ninja Trader user, then you can use this nice little helper for Ninja Trader as well to put the institutional levels on your chart. It's for free as well. Now you see on the chart, that's real time. There's nothing which is hindsight, or we're talking hindsight. Is simply this very nice trade was extremely well. So 93 off makes your day. If you can catch that, if you can get into this trade, into that liquidity, so you have maybe 8-9 points first of all, or you take partials holding that. The worst case is it's coming back, but TradeFinder signalized with this volume stop here as well that that might be a further up move here. The chances are big, so it went into the gap, and then we have some kind of resistance here around 11 and 14. What I'm doing, I'm going step by step and looking what the market is doing. So we have a very nice up move right now on all my charts I have here. Very nice to see here, ladies and gentlemen, is the iceberg, developing iceberg at 37.12 here. It's still open. Trading 200 now. It's gone. It's traded. It's fully traded because I have my threshold. Because I have set my threshold to 300. It's not on the chart right now. So I just want to spill my chart with or cluster my chart with too many signals here. But it's here. It's here in the dynamic hidden order plot or iceberg plot here. This is the traded iceberg which was traded here. We have an open at 06 and a quarter, 06 and a quarter. And what we see right now on the chart in real time, it's a battle of icebergs and dynamic icebergs. That means they started here in at that point of time in the order book and waiting the fulfillment or the execution here at this level here, that level here. As I mentioned, we have an uptrend right now, so don't fall in love with sells. I'm even not sure if we have an announcement in 7-8 minutes. I missed that. As you can see, my screen is frozen at the moment. Takes a few minutes. Hopefully not few minutes, but certain time to recover here, because Bookmap is really busy. Come on, please. So I don't really dare to touch anything here. Now this is a single, how to say, order native stop here. You see that? The blue sweep here. They pushed the stop runs here above, up, hit the stop runs here. We are talking about native stop runs. We have still the imbalance on the ask. And you know what's interesting here is if you trade with TradeFinder and Bookmap, Bookmap shows you the liquidity at 37.13 and as well 11 here. You see that? Oh no, they cancelled it right now while I was speaking. Yeah, it's off right now, and they are trying to keep the price here up. I have seen this, yes, not several times, but maybe 100 and more times, how they behave, simply keeping the price up, luring in buyers, and then pulling the bid. And when they pull the bid, you know what happens. Yeah, pity, I saw that too late here. That's a signal. You can't really, you know, TradeFinder native stop runs, you won't find them on any other let me say charting product or add-on. Believe me, we have seen them all, we have checked them all. All we know, of course, there might be others, but in the Bookmap world and in the common world, on Sierra as well, Ninja Trader, we are sure that we have found a way to disclose native stop runs. Please go back to our knowledge base, read the comments in the native stop run knowledge base, and read as well the CME pages, which are added as a source to our knowledge base. And by the way, to do that, I saw them somewhere, maybe as a question as well. You can have some indicators are calling simply high volume stop runs, but it is not, definitely not. That's a wrong assumption. You know, adding volume and saying, okay, if the volume hits 500 lots or whatever, this is a stop run. This is not a stop run. This is simply high volume. By the way, we have the same indicator here if you want to compare. So open the Market Explorer and then go back to the volume spike signal. So some are using the volume spikes. Oh no, they are using the volume and explaining or trying to say that that's a stop run. But it's simply a volume. That's high volume, and then when the volume was when the volume hits the first resistance, then they declare that as a stop run. Take your time to understand what's behind, because it's quite complex. Yeah, Peggy, it's different. It's really different because the Market Volume Pro was one of the first, Becky, one of the first indicators we did, and I did with Bookmap, together with Bookmap, and I took the code of yes, Market Volume Pro, and what they did, they used the same code, maybe altered it. I don't know exactly, but changed it, the code, and then what happened? They call it a stop run. So if you have the Market Volume Pro, compare that with the SI tracker or stop tracker, and you will see similarities. And what we do in TradeFinder is totally different. It has nothing to do, again, native stop run is not volume. That's important to know. It's not volume. Of course, at the end of the day, it's volume, but maybe we will see one, then I can explain it a little bit more. But it's based on order IDs. Oh yes, housing number. Thank you, Wishy. That maybe I'm missing that. So simply wait for 1 minute. The numbers will be in 1 minute. Data will be in within the next 10
seconds before the release. Stand by.
10 seconds.
EST2 market volume stop sell.
US existing homes 4.71. It's a little bit better than the forecast, but not much. Previous numbers have been 4.8. The forecast one was 469, and now we have 471. So there's still hope in the market. But you see the liquidity vanished here. It's coming back. Let's see if they are going to defend the 3720. The Philly Fed manufacturing index was lower than expected. Higher continuing jobless claims. So the overall mixture is a little bit more negative. But that gives the hope, that gives some hope to the market, you know, when the market trades up. So there's a hope that the Fed won't raise rates. The next yes, FOMC session won't raise the rates above the expectation. And that drives the market a little bit more higher. There's some optimistic is coming in. The market's more optimistic, yes. You see, when we talk, I think a few minutes ago we talked about the market, and the market was in quite bullish mode. It's not. It was not in an exaggerated bullish mode, but it was bullish. So we have to look for pullbacks if in a bullish mode or in an uptrend. That's important to understand what is the market, in what mood is the market, what is the market, where's the market trending, it's up or down. Most of the days we can say that with a yes, with an we can say that and with a sound understanding of the market. And if we see what the market is doing, then we should look to join the market or to wait for pullbacks, and then joining the market in the right in the direction of the overall market direction and market state. What is your setting for volume stop? It is quite right now. It is 501,000. I'm just watching the lower swings here. For the understanding of the volume stop settings, we have added 2 parameters. Please go back to our knowledge base. I've described it in our knowledge base. Have a look at the volume stops to understand why we introduced 2 parameters for the volume stop. And the volume stop is different to the stop run. Okay. We are talking about 2 different functions. By the way, the native stop runs can be used for 2 functions. First of all, they can, when a stop run is executed, then when the stops are executed in market, they push the price into the direction of the stop. So in this case, what happens here? Some has the stops. Yes, some has placed the stops here at that level at this, let's say 22, and others at 25. And when they are executed market, they are pushing the price higher. They're pushing the price higher. And if they are using this technique simply to accelerate it, to accelerate the price into, yes, in this case up, or to, if there are no more buyers, then it comes to an exhaustion. The price will pull back here, or yes, the price will pull back here. So stops can be used for both, for accelerating a price in the same direction, or to stop a price and to reverse the price. You see, I'm not trading these red squares here, which are volume stops, because I know, based on my charts, what I see here on my side. I'm watching the SPY as well. I'm watching the volatility indices as well. I'm not trading that because the market is up. We have the imbalance on ask. This is a kind of a high volume traded based on the native stop runs here. And that's interesting to, that's what I'm trying to conduct and trying to tell everyone here in the room. Try to understand what the direction of the market is first, and then build a strategy around this knowledge. Another question comes up: what are the differences between the MV stop of previous version and TradeFinder and the new one? There's no main difference. We have added a second parameter which will eliminate false positive signals. That means the first one we had a challenge to that we have too many false signals in strong uptrend, and we added time and pulled back price to eliminate this false positive signals. And we added now two parameters. Please go back. I'm using at the moment the signal level 1500 and 1000, and if you want to read more, please go back. Let me find a page here. I recommend our knowledge base, TTW-Trader.com. I'm trying to explain everything here, so please go back to the wiki or our knowledge base and take your time to read. I know that's reading user manual is extreme hard for us. I know that. Chris is asking, why don't you use the settings for the RTH session? Well, which settings? I don't know what you mean. I'm using the settings for the RTH session here. That's the RTH session. My settings are here. The actual settings I'm using. So I'm not sure what you mean, Chris. Oh, that's right. That's interesting here. Look, that's really a stop run here. The stop run has executed 714 contracts. They took 9 ticks. 68 orders has been transacted here at that place here, and the whole process of transacting this. The whole process of transacting this order IDs and the volume was 39 milliseconds. So we can really simply define and find all those very nice spots which could be a turning point. What's interesting here is that we see a volume stop here with a native stop run here, we see a very hard one. And one part 300 is as a part of 714. So one contract was 300 lots, and it's yes, it's a part of the 714 contracts traded here. We just left this this blue sweep. We left the blue sweep as a product of our research, and that might be really helpful to understand what the market is doing here. That's a single order ID with 300 contracts, the blue one. There's a difference between green, red and blue. Please read our knowledge base. So let's see how the market behaves here, what the market will do here. I will comment in a minute. I'm taking one off. I'm short 37 even. Look here, we have 37, 19 and 16. And I'm closing my trade here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what I did is following. I was short 37 even based on the buy stop run signal here, and I had an additional argument in this uptrend. That doesn't mean that the uptrend is over. It doesn't mean that the uptrend is over. But I took this very nice opportunity because of two reasons. First of all, the reason was here at 37.36. That was one reason to think about a possible short. The 300 here is a blue colored sweep, which means that was a single stop run with a size of 300 contracts. Then what was the reason for myself to take the risk here was the buy stop run at 37, 38 and 75. 37, 38 and 3/4 here, which was executed of 714 contracts within 9 ticks. 68 order IDs has been used to execute or transact at that price, and they used 39 milliseconds. And stop run is not always, must not be an argument to buy or to sell. But when you see a bunch of them, here 1, 2, it comes to it's most likely that it comes to a break. And that means if the market takes a break, a pause here, that the market will retrace. So there are no more buyers to lift the offer here. And then if there are no more buyers to lift the offer, the market must trade back. Not the market, the algorithm, the CME algo machine or the algo software must trade back to find new buyers to lift the offer again. And if this is not the price, maybe the next one is then about below 16 or maybe even lower here. I don't know. I don't want to drag the chart around here. is maybe here the open DID, which is at 37, 16 and 15 here. That might be, that isn't valid target. Even if the market is not trading right now here directly and coming back into 16, 17 and 15. That's not the case. But we have a clear, we have a clear targets. We see on the chart, you see that on the chart, it's simply a clear market state. And that will give you the confidence to understand what the market is doing, to take your trades, and then, yes, hopefully enjoy your life. And for myself, for my personal experience and my risk, that was a valid entry for myself to take it. 2 points stop, 37, 39 here above. And then I was lucky that the market approved my view on this market. I closed my trade here with this volume stop here. This is an awesome example how you can trade every day, even if you don't get 10 points in a row or 20 points, whatever. You can take in an uptrend, which we have at the moment, as we talked about, and counter trade, take some points, and if you are focused and concentrated, reverse your trade here. Perfect. It's simply perfect. I'm sure, and I'm saying that really consciously and clear that there's no software out there, or additional analyzing software, market analyzing software, which will help you to understand the markets that way. No way. You have to do your homework, of course, but that has nothing to do with TTW or TradeFinder or Bookmap. It's simply your homework. That means you must be prepared for the market and understand where the trend is. That's impressive, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it? So the market went down, and then we understood that the market was in a trending state, and that means the trending state was up. The market was in a bullish mode. I took this, I missed this 90, I think it was 93, yeah, you see what happened. Because it was extreme fast. I was simply too slow. So I'm speaking, I'm answering, and I'm entertaining you. Then that's okay and fine. But I missed at 93, and 93 was maybe the low. I'm not sure. If it was the low, then you see what missed 30 point here. Really 30 point. Okay. There are several questions, ladies and gentlemen. Sure, you took advantage of that counter trade. Ramaya is asking, none of my settings are showing like yours. Can you take some time later today to assist? Yes, of course. Please contact support@TTW-Trader.com. Thank you, Bernie. Oh, you're around. Great. Ramaya, I'm in the Discord as well and use the settings from there, but they don't show like you. They must. I tell you, Ramaya and everyone here in the room, they must do that. They must show the same. Do you have Rithmic, Ramaya? Are your data feed is Rithmic? Are you sure? Pak is asking, so the same ID placed, six? No. No. I'm not saying the same ID, no. 68 contracts has executed or stopped 714 contracts. One of them was bigger than 300 or higher. No, not the same. The number of contracts, please go back. I ask you kindly, don't bug us with the question what the numbers mean. Everything is a knowledge. Please, I know that reading the user guide, especially for men, I know that is extremely hard. Please go back to the knowledge base and read, please. Okay, Ramai, but you should have the same one. You should have the same one. The only difference might be that you have aggregated Rithmic data. Not sure about that. Please check that in your settings. If you have aggregated data, then that might be a big difference. But if you have Rithmic, unaggregated data in your connection setting here, yeah, you can't see that right now, but you should uncheck aggregated data. Let me have a look. Let me show you what I have here on my side. So native stop run, my settings are 500 and price range at least 4 ticks. That means 1 point. Alex, you should try that one, reload. You should have them. I would be surprised if we don't have the same signals. I would be really surprised if you don't see the same signals. We should see the same signals, even if the numbers are different or might be differ. So if you see 720, for example, here, that's okay. I'm seeing 730 or 714 here. If you see 710, that's okay. So if we have small differences, that's okay. Then Ramaya, send a support ticket. We can do TeamViewer. Please install teamviewer.com. Run it, and we can do TeamViewer and check everything out on your installation, because you should have the same settings here. Shouldn't be a problem. We can do that really in few minutes and set up everything in few minutes. Another excellent example here, a very nice, excellent example here is, I was short here 73, no, excuse me, 37, and then bailed out my trade at 32 here when I saw this volume stop coming in. That was a swing, so you understand what a swing is. So swing high, swing low, maybe you don't understand the Elliott waves or whatever, but you know what a swing is. So the swing started here and ended here. That was a small retracement in the up move. And here above, you see the accumulation of not only high volume, but they are hitting the stops very, very hard. You see that? That's absolutely breathtaking to see that on your chart in real time. In real time, you should have similar or the same signals as I have. There shouldn't be any big differences. Maybe in the numbers, in the label numbers here, or the contract numbers, but not in the signals. They should be the same. The differences might be because you are connected to a server in Chicago, or East Coast, West Coast, Europe, wherever, and that might lead to differences in the contract number. Ramaya, please send a support signal. Please install TeamViewer. Go to teamviewer.com, download, it's for free, and send the ID and password. I will have a look on your installation later. Give me some time and check out your settings and your chart. That's impressive, ladies and gentlemen. It's simply impressive because you don't need to be stressed when you, in case you are trading or you want to trade, you want to make money. I know it's a high pressure on every trader. It's a high pressure on every trader. Everyone wants to make money. Everyone wants to win in this business. It's extremely hard. This business is not there to make you rich. The business here, trading, is there to take your money. So there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of noise in this market, to say it very kindly and friendly. What we offer, what TTW is offering you, is simply, we say, relax and trade. Because if there's nothing on the chart, then stay away. Put your hands in your pocket, or read a book, or watch a streaming movie, or whatever. Let the market tell what the market is doing, and don't over-interpret too much in the market. I know that we people need narratives. We humans need narratives. We need to know why that happened, and why is that happening, and we need some stories behind. We need insurance in our charts. I know that very well. I was in the same situation. So I'm one of yours. So you know, there's nothing special. So everyone has to. I'm struggled as well in trading, and I think.
Before the release, stand by.
I think for myself, I can say I'm totally relaxed. I'm not chasing anything. If the market comes to me, then that's it, and it makes me a little bit more. No, it makes me happier than it was years and years ago. Alex, yeah, but switching to aggregate data is something else than aggregating data for Rithmic. I have the same here, and I read as well this aggregate data, because that happens when a bunch of data, huge amount of data is coming in, and then Bookmap controls not the display but the execution here, and that means they are aggregating data to make Bookmap faster. I'm not sure if this is the same. You can, by the way, Alex, please record your session, and then check it in the recording when you finished today. Record your session, stop the recording, and then do the replay. And in the replay session, you should see the same signals as well. Again, very nice. You know, I know these discussions and the all the arguments. It is, how to say, it requires some stubbornness, and you must be brave to take the signals here. But this is nothing subjective. This is objective. And if one signal, one signal does not work, another signal will work. So please, what you can do, and I encourage every one of you, is go back, record and replay, find your settings. By the way, I've updated the settings on the Discord channel. Don't overcrowd your chart. Don't put everything on the chart. It's useless. Concentrate on the big swings. Concentrate on the big events on the chart. And then do your own statistics. When you find your settings, and the recommended settings are on Discord, simply count the red and the white and see which of them are bad trades and which of them are good trades. What I'm saying, I'm convinced absolutely that TradeFinder gives you a chance and a probability which is higher than 50%. We are not saying 60, 70, 80, but it's higher than 50%, and that's a lot of. I'm a bear. I'm bearish today, so that would be in fine 145 into 32, 10 points in a row. Not bad. Together with a 37, 5 points before, 15 points, close the charts, and do something meaningful. I'm saying that very consciously. Do something meaningful. You know, I can argue and discuss with everyone of it, but that what I see on my chart is nearly perfect. It gives me a high level of confidence to trade, to understand what I'm doing. That's the narrative I need. And it helps me very, very much. It helps me tremendously to understand what the market is doing. Check it out for those of you who are really curious and don't have TradeFinder installed. Check it out as well. Bookmap, you can, we have an affiliate link on our TTW-TradeFinder.com page, which gives you the Bookmap for 3 months, a little bit cheaper, I think. I haven't looked at, but a long time ago. But take the affiliate links, support TTW Trader team to drink a beer or have a beer or a glass of wine on you. So we do it on our customers and give TradeFinder a chance. It's perfect. Oh no, it's not perfect, but it's nearly, it's excellent. It's excellent. So sorry for that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have to rush into the next meeting here. I'm very grateful to be with you, with a great community here on Discord we have. Really appreciate it. All the colleagues there which are posting their trades, John and others. Great, thank you for your support here. It's simply fantastic what you can achieve with TradeFinder 3.6. If you haven't updated, please do the update. It's free for all subscribers. Even if we have yes, big development efforts here, but anyway, it's free for you. Update, please do so. You will be more happy. And by the way, have a look on our knowledge base. If you have questions, I would recommend to go first to the knowledge base. If you can't find the answer there, please email us or contact us on support@ttwtrader.com. I will leave my screen on here and for the Discord room. I would like to, yes, I have to close it for the YouTube session. On YouTube, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us on YouTube as well on Twitter. Please join us on Discord. I will leave it for the next 1.5 hours on the Discord room. So enjoy what you see on the screen here, because it's simply fantastic. So thank you very much. And see you on Discord. Join us. Thank you. Bye-bye.